I'll up a little bit.
Is that right there?
Yeah, so mate. Yeah, so Friday I'll be off down to Cornwall, but it'll give me a week and a half away from golf.
From golf, yeah. Which sometimes it's not a bad thing to have a little bit of time
just
away.
A bit of break away.
Yeah, a little bit of time away. Mate, let's see you hitting a few then. And
this is just 9 iron.
9 iron, yeah.
9 iron. It's the warm-up club.
And what's your target?
At the 150.
150. Okay.
150.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing I've started doing is actually calling the shot that I'm playing before I play it. It's like me and Steve have been messing around a little bit of, right, okay, let's actually call the shots and whatever else. And, you know,
so actually
mindset in,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Which has been working out until I hit the shot. But yeah, I seem to have the same problem throughout the entire bag.
So everything
So
at the minute, everything is feeling like it's really into out.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a block or a big draw.
Yeah, that's my feeling at the minute. I've gone back inside on my swing path, so I'm at that stage of I'm doing that and
you really get it in there, and then you really rotate in
like I used to.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Okay, fine.
I mean, that's the only thing that I can think of. I mean, you'll see something completely different more than likely.
That was a great swing, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, that one I'm happy with.
It's a big 9 iron as well. It's gone a long way.
Normal. I mean, on the course, this is anything from 150 up to 160, 165, depending on how I catch it. So
yeah.
There's that one,
isn't it?
That's it there.
Yeah, that's it there. Because, like, for me, that path was very, very similar. I think the only thing that changed there was the actual club face control.
Right, okay.
And it looked like a little bit more rotation with your forearms, mainly with your right arm.
I've been doing that, bringing the right hand over.
Yeah.
And I've still been turning it.
Still been turning it over.
So I've kind of gone away from that now. Thinking, well, I've not really gained anything by doing
that.
Other
than feeling uncomfortable. Yeah. So what we're going to do first of all is let's do all the fundamental things, i.e., excuse me. Let's go through setup. So we're going to go. We're going to look at ball position. We're going to look at alignment. We're going to look at grip. We're just literally going to go back to fundamentals. Have a look at everything. Hit a few shots and then see what's happening. Yeah. So all I want you to do is, like, as if you're on a golf course now, line up to that 150 and get yourself set up, ready to hit the shot, but don't hit it. Just tell me when you're ready, and then we'll have a look at alignment. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Hold still. Leave that club where it is. Your alignment with your shoulders is really good. Your hip alignment is probably a little bit shut.
Right, okay.
See that?
Yeah.
And that pretty much also goes with your feet alignment.
Right, okay, yeah.
So with regards to that, just go back there again, or go through it again. I just want to check club.
Yeah.
Yeah, you happy with that? Just want to check club face. Club face is
that's out to the right.
Way right.
Yeah.
So club face is probably at that 50 sign, which is, you know, when we get up there, it's like 50 yards right of your target.
Yeah.
So that's quite dramatic. I understand why the club face is aiming right, because if we're struggling with these big like draws, then
that could also be what's closing it down a bit more through the swing.
But it could be because you're naturally going to think I'm going to hit it. I'm just going to hit a massive block otherwise.
Yeah.
So let's get you set up more square.
Right.
So let's get this alignment stick down. So I want your feet. And hips to match that, if we can.
Right. Okay.
Now you feel like you're aiming way left.
Well left. Yeah.
Way left. Okay. Now your shoulders need to shut a little bit there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then let's hit a shot from there and see how what happens.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, absolutely pipe straight up the 150. Who'd have thought?
Straight at your target.
Okay. So,
Same again. Match your feet and your hips up to that alignment stick. Just
that
feel
does-
like
that-
you
that
shut
feels
your,
like I'm aiming at the left corner of the range.
feel like you shut your shoulder down a little bit and go from there. And we haven't looked at club face yet.
No. See, I must admit that one actually felt like I opened my shoulders up a little
Did you
bit.
feel like you
Actually
opened
felt
it
like
up?
I'd opened up a
Okay.
touch.
That's not bad.
I mean, that's a lot better than what I've been doing on the
Mm.
course.
That's not bad. Yeah, that was just. I just call it a slight push.
Yeah,
You know, you'd maybe just catch the edge of the green there with
I
that
mean,
one.
I had a little baby
Oh,
fade on it as well.
Yeah, it was okay.
And I can't remember the last time I hit a fade on purpose.
Now, what's happened straight away, I don't know whether you can see that. I know that's a slight pull.
Yeah.
Went a long way, by the way. I know that's a slight pull.
Yeah.
But what happened there straight away with those first 4 or 5 shots or whatever it is, there's hardly any spin on them.
Yes, yeah.
There's like compared to what you were hitting before we looked at alignment,
Yeah, they're a lot
the
straighter.
spin has just reduced massively.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's continue doing this and just keep let's keep going on this because this is looking pretty good.
Oh, that was a toey.
That was just a toe, wasn't it?
That was the toe, opened the face. I was actually reaching for it.
I think you were.
Oh, no, I know I was. That was one of them old ones of Aaron, create more space and then reaching for it
And then
not
go,
actually
yeah.
reaching for it.
That's nice. That's nice.
150 with a range ball.
Now, where this is going to feel odd is obviously when we get out on the golf course.
Yes, it's almost like I've got to feel like I'm aiming left. Which, to be fair, makes sense.
What we've got to do is we've got to feel like, because you've been hitting it left, the last thing in your mind that you want to do is aim your body
Aim
left.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, you know, that's in
Yeah,
effect
so
going to...
naturally, I'm aiming out to the right on everything in case I get that,
Yeah.
that turnover.
And the problem is this, right? Now, I see this generally, if I just swap places with
Yep.
you for a second. Generally, I see this more with people who slice the ball.
Yeah.
But very, very rarely you can see it with people who hit a draw, which turns into a hook.
Yeah.
And what happens is, when you hit it further and further left, you're naturally going to start aiming
Turning it
further and
around.
further
Yeah.
right. But what's happening is your swing path is getting worse and worse and
Yeah.
worse.
So that's what I noticed
So-
on 9. 9's the biggest one for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, with that dog leg to the right.
Yeah.
Farmer's Field on the left.
Yeah,
And the tee box being like that.
Yeah.
Naturally, I feel like I'm aiming that way, but it's always
but
just does
everything's
that.
just bump.
Yeah, every time.
So what happens is we almost, by feeling like we're doing the correct thing, we're actually creating a real different path, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. It's
Yeah.
like people who slice the ball, they're slicing it and they're hitting it over there, so they keep aiming further and further left. But basically what they're doing is they're cutting more and more across the ball. The path
Yeah.
is getting worse and worse and
Yeah.
worse. And in effect, what yours is doing, you've gone from there to here, and it's just getting worse.
Yeah.
So what we've got to do is square it up,
Yeah.
so that the swing can actually just, as you swing that club, then it's coming through on a much better path.
Yeah.
Because if you're aiming left, the path's going to be more neutral.
And also, a lot of the time, if my feet are left, then my body might be the other way around and it might be all over the shot, basically.
Exactly. So we've just got to drill this now and really get you feeling like you're
Aiming left.
like that is how you line up to a target, even though for the first few times you go out and play golf, it's going to feel absolutely horrendous because you're going to feel like you're not really going to know where you're aiming.
No, no. I always tell you my thumb grip's on.
Yeah.
Now, I have noticed that. That's why I've changed all my grips. Because my
Of
actual
course, yeah, you
grip,
change it. Yeah, of course.
my
Yeah.
grip was wearing out down that right side where my thumb was
Where your
actually
thumb
digging
was
onto
actually.
it. 7-9 was the worst one. 7-9 was actually chewed up down the side of the grip.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Must admit, I do prefer these grips though.
That couldn't be much better, could it?
No. Told you I just need an Andy out on the course every time I play. But it's one of those that when I'm on the course, it's really hard trying to feel what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah.
Which is why I wanted this lesson today. It's like I'm so fresh off a couple of real bad rounds in my mind.
Yeah.
It's just like, right, what am I doing?
Right, come on, let's work out
exactly.
what's actually going on. That's great. How much better is that already?
That's massive.
Like, there is no sign of that spinning right to left.
No.
None whatsoever. If anything, that one had a little fade on it.
Had a little fade on it, which...
Heavy?
A little
Okay,
heavy,
then.
but it still went straight.
Yeah.
Ish. But they're consistently getting up to the same distance.
They are. Mate, that's lovely. Look at that. That was such a good strike as well.
I actually lost sight of that as soon as he hit it.
That was phenomenal.
I mean, not too bad on this hole either. It's obviously not so long back, it was all toe.
Toe.
Real toe, but I've kind of taught myself to let the club actually sit better and shallow out a touch.
What a difference.
Right, let's try.
Right, let's go up to maybe a 7-iron.
7-iron maybe, yeah.
Yeah, let's go up a couple.
Oh, mate. Got to get rid of the green. Hate it. Absolutely hate it.
Signal seems to be holding out tonight.
Yeah, it's probably because you're out in the open.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Wow. So you haven't been hitting anything like that then?
Not straight like that, no. I can hit the distance.
Yeah.
But where it ends up, it's a bit of a lottery, really.
It's just a bit of the dispersion's become big.
Right,
See, that's one thing that we've always talked about is the dispersion that you hit the ball.
Yeah, that's the bit that kills me.
Because there's two reasons for that. One is purely down to the amount of club head speed and ball speed you create, which is phenomenal, right? But two, it's down to that swing path.
Yeah.
Because that swing path causes a massive block or a massive hook.
Yeah, the tiniest little...
and the amount of dispersion we've got, can be 150 yards with a
Absolutely
driver.
Yeah.
So, and that is why. So that is one thing that I've always, that we've talked about.
Yeah.
That I really, because I know that where you will improve is by bringing that dispersion in.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm happy that the issue isn't the fact I've started coming back inside.
Yeah.
My swing stayed where it was, so that bit I'm quite happy about.
But it's more your alignment.
But it's just my alignment that's causing
your alignment's changed, which has basically caused your path to change against actually how you're setting up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, that was a grip on.
And that was just a right hand.
Yeah, it's gripped on a bit harder.
Yeah.
Trying to play for 14.
Yeah.
Trying to get that
Trying to
shot
play
in.
14, yeah. But that's just getting over. That's just overactive. Just
Yeah.
if you just think to yourself, I'm set up correctly now. All I'm going to do is just swing smooth through that ball.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, 100-yard worm burner.
We'll ignore that one.
That's good standing over the ball and just thinking. Doesn't do me any favours.
There you go.
We're back.
Look at that. Beautiful. Really good, that. Really good.
Yeah, I must admit, it feels good. Still feels like I'm aiming at that left corner.
little bit of fade, if anything. I think sometimes these mats can play tricks with you as
Yeah.
well, because they've got all the lines on them.
Yeah.
If your target's not necessarily on that
Straight
line,
on where
you know,
it's going,
you
yeah.
can almost like so this
But, like,
now.
pick out like a bit of grass here.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to pick that line through.
And
And
you
that's
were
what I was aiming
actually like where you were actually setting up here was almost how you were setting up to that target.
Yeah.
Even though where we've got your feet and your hip line now,
Yeah.
you feel like you're aiming in that
I
over
feel I'm
there
up
in
there.
that corner.
It actually
But
feels like
actually,
up there.
you're parallel now to your target, which is
Yeah.
exactly where we want you to be.
Yeah, exactly. This feels like I'm aiming up there.
Yeah. Good swing. Good swing, mate.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Find a fairway.
A little bit left, but it's a good swing.
A little bit right, a bit heavy though.
Yeah. Okay. Not bad. Not bad.
Just practicing that stinger.
Now that's a proper 7-iron stinger, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a bottom groove special, that one.
Yeah, a little bit heavy,
A little heavy.
but target wise, oh, there you go. It's actually hit the target. Do you know what? Like that one you've just hit, I feel like with your setup before this,
Yeah.
that was going to be a massive snap hook.
Yes.
And the
Yeah,
reason
that would've
being
gone
is like your right forearm really wanted to rotate.
Yeah, I don't think I got my weight forward as well quite so much on that one.
No.
Felt a little bit on the back foot.
Yeah, and you almost felt on the back foot and then did that.
Yeah, to bring it back around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like with a different setup, that's a massive snap
Oh
hook.
yeah, all day long. If that was setting up as I used to be, that would have been
Yeah, it's just going.
over the fence somewhere. Not in a good way.
No.
Oh dear. Ball slightly too far forward. That's better.
There you go. Like the difference in the spin on this golf ball is dramatic, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, it's huge.
It really is dramatic, and that's, you know, happy days.
That was a flaw.
A bit jumpy into that one.
Yeah.
You feel that?
Tell you what, I actually feel like I wasn't lined up properly. Stood over and actually thought I'm aiming more toward middle.
Just check.
What do you reckon?
Okay.
Yeah, I actually felt like I was twisting away from the stick, to be fair.
Yeah.
So my body was going back to that natural, this don't feel right. And
that's that hand wanting to.
yeah.
So what we're going to do, we're going to hit two more.
Yep.
And then we're going to do a drill, which I feel is really going to help you.
Okay.
I was actually doing it with Michael
All
a
right.
few weeks ago when we were doing the group session. Well, it's a similar drill, but it's an impact drill.
Yeah.
And it's just to give you this feeling, more so because of that right hand.
Yeah.
That seems to like not. it's the right hand stroke forearm that really just
it's just that snaps.
It's almost like every time it's almost like you're trying to save it with the right hand. Sometimes
it's one of those,
like
sometimes it's when I try and swing a little bit harder, or I feel like I'm swinging harder.
Yeah, and
it's
then
like when I'm stood here and I'm hitting ball after ball.
Yeah,
that tempo picks up a little bit more. Then I think that's where it all goes a little bit wrong.
It starts to.
It's like when I try and stand on the course and I try and chase the distance, sort of thing, a little bit.
Yeah, and then
that's where it picks up.
That's good. That's nice. Actually, I didn't do this one with Michael, but anyway, it was a different one I did with Michael.
Lies. There we go.
That's nice. That is really nice, mate. That's good. How fast? That's gone to 200 yards. Yeah, 7-iron.
Something like that.
Right. Okay. We're going
to
continue using that 7-iron anyway for this.
Okay.
Unless you want to use an 8 or a 9 would possibly work as well.
Tell you what, we'll go down to the 8 then.
Let's go down to the 8. And I'm going to demo this first.
Go on then.
Right.
Yep.
So, what we need is a head cover, which I'm going to use this one.
Yeah, all right then. The oldest looking one.
The oldest looking one.
Right. It is the oldest one, I think.
Okay, so we're going to do this without a ball first. What we're going to do is we're going to put the head cover underneath the lead arm pit, and you're going to feel like, as you grip this club now, you're going to feel like you're going to squeeze that, as tight as you possibly can into there. So you feel like you're almost pressing that arm against your chest.
Yep.
Then we're going to only swing to like halfway. Yeah. But what we're going to do is, as we swing through, you're going to feel like you're going to squeeze. And what you have to do is you have to hit the ball by rotating.
Yeah.
You can't release
your
hands. You definitely can't release that right hand. You release that right hand, and then that's going to start to get loose. Yeah. So what we're going to do, and we'll do it really slowly to start with. You're just going to go literally to here. So like left arm parallel to the ground, and then you're going to squeeze and rotate, but you have to rotate to get that ball back to impact.
I seem to remember doing this with a woolly hat.
We did it with a woolly hat.
Bramcup.
We did it with a woolly hat.
The woolly hat
we did, but I've just changed it now.
I just thought
I'd mix it up a little bit. Right, okay, so we're not going to do it with the ball at the minute, so we'll just move that out of the way. So, get yourself set up. Okay, so what I want you to do is swing this arm back to there. Perfect, okay. Now you're going to squeeze with that, and now you've got to rotate those hips.
Oh, God, that's horrendous.
Okay, so there, rotate to there. And again, from there, rotate. That's it. So you can't let that right hand dominate, because that's what's... There you go. There you go.
Makes my back feel like your ankles.
It's the back of my leg at the minute, mate.
Yeah. All right, makes my back feel like the back of your leg then.
I feel like I'm not. I think I wake up in the morning, get out of bed. I feel like I'm like 85. Like, my leg.
Old man's kicking in.
Right. How's that feeling?
Horrendous. As all good girls do, apparently.
That's it. Go do it again. Good. Right. Okay. Let's take it away now. Right. Okay. Now we're going to hit balls.
And do the same thing.
Right, but you literally, this is going to be at like 20% power.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not looking for like distance like that. I'm just looking for you to try and replicate that feeling through impact.
Rightio.
Okay.
So we're still at 100 yards then, yeah?
There you go.
Told you.
There you go.
Oh, go on, go on. Oh!
How good's that? Called it as well.
Called it as well.
And not only that, it's on video.
Now everyone knows I can bullshit.
Good. That's good. I love that you're getting through that and striking that like that. How does it feel? Pretty awful.
You said it.
Okay.
But is that not what all drills feel like?
Mm. A little bit of the arms then come in.
Yeah.
So when you're ready,
It's
not necessarily this
quite as bad as weight shift.
No, weight shift's a big one. But this is sort of adding to it because it's where that club is impact.
Yeah.
There you go. No, he's not got it again. Oh,
It's only actually gone in.
it's actually gone in. It's actually gone in the 100. So one thing that historically, when we've been working together, one thing that I've always wanted to work on, and I'm not necessarily saying that we work on it through the summer months, but I feel like it's something that we need to work on this winter coming.
Yeah.
Is the amount of dynamic loft you create at impact. So in effect, in layman's terms, how high you actually hit it.
It goes a little way.
Because you hit the ball higher than anyone I've ever taught.
Yeah.
Anyone. I mean, you're hitting your. I mean, I don't even. 150 foot that driver's going. It's going 150
so.
foot.
I mean, we've never actually made it. It's one thing we were going to do, weren't it? Was we were going to get it out on the Garmin.
I mean, that is just it's insane. I mean, don't get me wrong. When you're in it well, it goes a long way. But
well,
like for me, that launch angle, but not just with driver, it goes all the way through the bag. Even those 9-irons you're hitting there, well, that's those 7-irons. They're just going, like that.
Yeah.
And this drill, what this drill will do is at your impact position, there's obviously it's here like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the shaft lean is almost back at you.
Yeah.
And that's why you create so much height.
Yeah.
You will hit the ball further if we can get that shaft lean and gain more compression.
Yeah.
You know, that 9-iron's just reclubbing the bag's just gonna, you know, the drive is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because we want to have that shaft lean almost the opposite way around.
Yeah.
To the irons. But I feel like for you to get more control over that dispersion.
Yeah.
Because if we're hitting the ball like this all the time, we're really going to struggle with that consistent.
Yeah, the little flick goes
it's
massive.
The flick and the consistency that you're going to struggle with. So this drill is basically to try and get everything in sync and try and get those hands ahead through impact. That's basically what we're trying to do. Yeah. But it also, in turn, it will quieten down your right forearm from over rotating.
Yeah.
Because you're relying more on the left side.
Yeah, the body's taking over then.
And the rotation to actually do the job for you rather than your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Right, let's give it a go then.
Oh, wow. What a golf swing that was, hey? How good's that?
Call me Tommy.
That was phenomenal.
Easy.
A bit toey?
Yeah, just a touch.
It's okay?
Yeah, I must admit, height-wise, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, the height you get in is insane.
Played 17 yesterday, so for shits and giggles, well, not yesterday, the day. So for shits and giggles, I went driver. Wind into 290 to clear the back of the green. I hit it 10, 15 past it, but the ball was easily 30, 40 above those trees. Easily.
Above those tall pops up to
yeah.
Wow. That's
clear the green.
I have to admit, you know, when if I'm stood on 17 having a pop at it, like going back a couple of years ago, it wasn't too much of an issue. I have to feel like I have to hit like a little high cut.
Yeah, you see, I just hit.
Whereas you just go bang straight over the top. Yeah, that's. And if you feel like you're struggling, you feel like the sink.
It
like
just feels like I'm almost trying to put more speed into it, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
So trying to get my body to whip and get my body to the work. Feels like I'm almost forcing more speed through my swing. If you know what I mean.
You probably will do.
Yeah.
But what we have to do is we have to
get it all to time up.
It's the sinking and the timing that's going to take a little bit of working on.
Yeah.
But always go back to that half swing. Like literally left arm parallel.
Especially
and then
that little Justin Rose drill that he does before he
Yeah.
takes his shot, 'cause he does exactly that,
he
doesn't
does that, and it's just, and all he's trying to do is get that feeling. And then when you're hitting your shot, you're just trying to replicate. You're just trying to replicate the same feeling, basically.
Yeah. Yes. So it feels like I'm hitting miles up on it.
You did then, yeah. So go through, because what you did that time,
Yeah,
was you got here and then you went.
stayed on the back foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's almost like I've got to that point of thinking more of my body turning, but not
But
getting
not
the weight
so.
through and
So
everything else to go with it.
you actually rotated,
Yeah,
but
it
you
didn't move
rotated
forward.
around the pivot of your right foot. So you did that, and
Yeah.
therefore the club's coming up.
I got
Maybe out of the toe.
No idea why that one went.
It went high right.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Just come out of orbit.
But if you feel like, right, the sinking isn't working, like I don't know what's going on, just go back to the half swings.
Yeah.
Just let's hit two half swings, because you were striking them lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just half swings and rely on those hips to rotate through impact. There you go. Look at that. So simple. Yeah. So simple. And then all you're doing is you're scaling it up.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
We're not adding anything else. We're going to there and we're turning and we're rotating through. And that drill where we get that underneath the armpit is really more about trying to get the left side to dominate, because this is having to squeeze this and hold it. So it's getting that left side to dominate, but you have to then rotate correctly through the ball.
Yeah.
Nice. A bit right.
A little bit.
Good swing though.
So it's just the one area of my game that kills me.
Long game.
Not being able to control where
Not
it
being able
goes.
to control it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, it just getting that dispersion like brought in, it is really going to make a difference for your scoring.
Yeah.
Oh mate, that's the one there. Look at that. What a strike.
Felt like a freaking banana by the end of that.
Say again.
Felt like a banana by the end of that.
Because this position you're not used to it.
No.
And that's what I mean is, and I think there's an element of with you, and I know going back like 2 years ago now, when everything was just sat on that right side.
Oh yeah.
And you hit the ball off that right side all the time. And obviously we worked on weight shift, which took a good 12 to 15 months,
12 months for it to really take effect.
To feel comfortable. I still feel like there's every now and again there's
one creeps in.
There's an element of you're just hitting it off that foot.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is the dispersion opens up.
Yeah.
And it just goes. We're losing all control in effect.
Yeah.
So I want you to try and add this more.
Yeah.
Because by doing this in this position and getting the left side to dominate, if you can't hit off your right foot if your left side's dominated.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just going to flat top it.
Yeah, I'd find a way. I'd have to be the one against the grain.
You'll find a way. I love it. That's nice. Yeah, I like that. A little bit skinny,
A little bit.
but take that all day long.
It still travels.
That's good.
Ooh, yellow one. Yellow ultra. But the good thing is also I'm not having to do that horrible grip.
No, absolutely. Yeah, a bit of a...
Yeah, I don't think the timing quite makes up on that one.
No, your sinking was out. That is just on the right edge of the 18th fairway, that one.
Yeah, good shot, that is. It's a fairway find all day.
Down the fairway, mate. Down the fairway. Go on, concentrate. You can do it.
I mean, it's not like I'm not concentrating.
There you go. Look at that. What a golf swing. Oh. It's almost like we just need to bottle that now.
Yeah.
We just need to bottle that,
We've
put
done a
it in
good
your
shots.
bag,
I'm out of it. I'll see
and
you
go
later.
home. Yeah.
Have a good holiday. See you later.
Nice. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Little baby draw.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the bag. That's just done 180 yards with an 8 iron.
180-yard 8 iron uphill with a range ball. Nice. All right, Bryson.
Wish you could hit the driver like Bryson. There's too many hours of hitting range balls, that is.
Good. Good. To be honest with you, like you were saying earlier, you know, sometimes having, you know, you're going away for a week, not taking the clubs, it really helps.
Yeah.
Especially when you play the amount of golf that you play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes to just have a walk away from it and just have a complete, like, break.
Reset, that's it.
Just
done.
let's just reset and just, you know, it is actually a really good thing.
I've got nearly 2 weeks. Nearly 2 weeks of no golf.
Nearly 2 weeks, yeah.
Absolutely obscene for me.
Yeah. But I mean, in some ways, it will do the world a good.
Yeah.
It really will. Because you'll come back and when you come back,
Yeah, I mean, you know,
you'll make up for it.
be rude not to get all the use out of that membership.
Absolutely. Love it. Great swing. How's that feeling, that impact position? Is it feeling
It's getting-
like
feeling
a
a bit
little
better.
bit more comfortable?
It's a bit better. I mean, some real toey strikes there.
Yeah.
But that's just that potentially coming back inside of it, you know, with my body rotating is now that's
It could
coming
be.
back in a
It
bit.
could be that. But I mean, if you're hitting toe
I mean,
strikes,
toe strikes, it's going 180 yards.
I mean, if you're hitting toe strikes and it's going like that, then you know. Listen,
I ain't gonna
we
worry
can
about that.
always. That's not an issue.
Yeah.
You know, we've got to get this movement in play for it to be more consistent.
Yeah.
But also to bring that dispersion down, like that for me is the killer in your golf game.
Oh yeah,
Because
without doubt.
you know
I
you
mean,
can stand there on some tees, and well, I've witnessed it myself, where you'll hit your one ball and it's gone however far right it's gone, and then your next one's like, you know,
left
the
same distance.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the difference in the dispersion is just massive.
Yeah.
So you know that is definitely a part of your game that is really.
That's
Like,
why I tend
That's
to
putting the
score
big
higher.
scores
Yeah.
on your cards.
That's why I score higher on the back nine.
Yes, because it's
Because the back
tighter.
nine's tighter.
Yeah.
Whereas the front nine, you've pretty much got a fairway against the side of a hole. So if you miss hit one, you're probably going to find it.
Yeah.
You're probably going to play it.
Unless you're going down 7, 8, or 9.
Yeah.
Generally, you're all right.
Yeah, but as soon as you drop on 12, 13,
Yeah,
14,
you just
14 is
right
pretty
or
dead.
left. You.
15, you're in the academy.
Yeah.
You know, and that generally tends to be where the score builds up for me. It's
Yeah.
those holes. I get in that recovery game then.
That's good. Right, let's go longer iron now. So let's go up to your 5 iron, and let's hit a few of your 5 iron and see, you know, if we can translate this movement up to the 5 iron and see how it feels.
Okay.
I think you were a little bit too close.
Way
to the
too
ball.
close to that
Yeah.
one. But
It's almost like you'd still got your 8 on in your hand.
it's one of those ones that
They're
stand
not.
over
They're not
thinking,
one length clubs, are they?
I can make this work. Apparently not. No, they're definitely not one length.
Someone came to me a few weeks ago with 1 length clubs.
Yeah.
And I had to have a go with them.
Yeah.
Because I was like, the 5 iron felt amazing.
Yeah.
And then the wedge felt awful.
Yeah.
Like it felt really heavy and clunky.
Yeah, I don't think I could get to grips
No,
with one
I
length.
was
It's
no, I
just-
was like, wow, that is strange. Wow, what a golf shot. That ball has fell out the air because it's a range ball. It's nearly hit the 200-yard mark.
It's just gone past the 200 marker.
And that didn't fly properly.
No, that was very bottomed, believe it or not.
Didn't sound it.
Certainly felt it. Oh, there we go.
Ooh. Okay, and that
That was right hand.
is right hand, but it's almost like trying to hit it really hard.
Yeah, something just didn't quite feel right in the setup, so it's
Yeah.
almost like trying to correct it back with more speed and power.
Yeah, with that. Whereas what you've got to try and do is you've got to feel like the club's going to do that work for you.
Yeah.
And I know it's a cliche in golf, isn't it? But actually with you, because you try to hit it,
yeah,
especially there at the bottom like that, because the natural thing is when you've got a ball and a stick, you're trying to hit it.
Yeah.
But with golf, yes, we are trying to hit it. But we're trying to hit it with control.
Yeah.
And that is, that's a big element to it.
That went the other way.
Swing looked good. How does that? Let's try hitting some of those half shots with this,
okay,
just to see how it feels, and to what sort of strike we can get with it. Lovely. Look at that.
Little cutty 160 ish.
So when you're like into wind and you've got like that distance, like how easy is that?
Oh, it's generally a 5-iron what I go to on that anyway.
Yeah.
I know I could pop it 150 and not
But
really
like
worry
that
too much.
swing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's my out of the trees go to and everything else. I mean, I've had to adapt those sort of shots, didn't I? So I got them shots down.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Look at that ball flight.
Get me to Troon.
Get you to Troon, yeah. Oh my God, how brutal was it on Saturday afternoon?
I think I'd have packed after 3.
Oh my God.
I mean,
tell you what. Well, I mean, three.
I've played in some weather, but that was ridiculous.
Well, it's not like Justin Rose afterwards said that he'd not played a harder 9 hole since he was a junior, purely because he didn't hit the ball very far.
Yeah.
When he was a junior, because he was hitting like 3 woods, 2 irons, 3 woods into par 4s.
Yeah.
And it's like, they just don't. They don't do that.
Well,
they
like
just don't do
driver on par 3s.
Yeah,
it's unheard of, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The last 2 players driver into par 3s.
Anything more than a wedge generally is unheard of for them guys.
Unbelievable. Swing was good. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Caught one at last.
Nice.
I mean, that ball didn't sound the healthiest.
No, it didn't sound the healthiest. I have to admit. Love it. Something wrong with that ball. Beautiful shot. So actually, we're going up towards the top end, and we're going to have a little look at these before we finish.
Yeah.
But when you think about your wedges,
yeah,
like you can put this practice into your wedges.
Yeah.
So if we swap places, I just take a wedge out, then like I don't know, whatever target we're hitting at. If you think about, right, okay, get myself set up into a position, feel like I'm squeezing here, and then all you're doing is you're just rotating through, so it's just so simple. That was awful, but it was just so simple. It's such a simple move that it's so repeatable, because that's what we want. We want it to be so repeatable.
I think that is a big chunk of my problem. I cannot repeat a swing.
It's repeating it, isn't it?
I could pull the same club out on 2 different holes and play 2 completely different shots. Yeah, for me to play the same shot twice is almost unheard of.
but I think the alignment was really hurting you.
Definitely.
You know, straight away we can see what a difference that's made. But this move, look at that. That's loads better. Being able to feel like you can get,
And I'm hitting a cut.
and you're hitting a little cut, and being able to feel like you're getting into this position as opposed to this position.
Yeah.
Like that position there is like, where's it going to go?
Yeah.
Like here, we've just got more control. We've just got so
Like I
much
say,
more
there's
control.
less chance of me sitting on the back foot.
Yeah.
Which
Which
make a
which
huge
is
difference.
makes a big difference. Yeah.
That's possibly where the slicey with the drivers come from. Because that's what I did the first ever lesson I had with you.
Yes. Yeah.
Driver on 8 to 17. I remember it well.
I still think your best drive was off the 5th tee, though, mate.
Oh, that's huge. I mean, that's
that's one of my all-time favourite drives. And the fact we drew it, on a map
on
and
the
everything.
Google Maps things like, yep, that's where my ball went. And I've got the photo of the ball sat in the fairway, perfect for coming down 7. But then my tee shot on 7 ended up on 17. So I didn't even get the pleasure of picking the ball up afterwards. Steve and my dad did that.
We went for that one a little bit.
Yeah.
And you know, let's not forget, you've just done a 12-hour shift.
Yeah.
You've come straight here after a little bit of tea, and you know we're now nearly probably over 3/4 of the way through a full bucket of ball. So
Yeah, it's all right.
you know, there's an element of
I've done worse.
There's going to be an element of fatigue in there.
Some would say I've done worse after a 12-hour day shift.
Yeah.
Like 30 miles.
Oh, you see,
there she is.
That's the one, isn't it?
That is the one.
Yeah. And do you know
And I'll tell you
what?
That's another fairway.
And
That's the one that does it.
But do you know what? That's the only one in all this time you've
Just done
hit.
it. Yeah.
It's the only one, right? So we're going to hit bad ones,
Yeah, they'll come.
right? But look how many good ones we've hit, and
Yeah.
that's where we have to stay positive.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important.
Yeah, I mean, the positivity is all right after the first couple of holes, but then when it carries on, that's when it starts to go, right, this is annoying me now.
Yeah. But like, if you feel like you're hitting it with too much right to left spin,
Yeah.
you've got to go, well, what am I doing? Am I getting more and more like this?
Yeah.
Then you've got to actually, even though it feels like the wrong thing to do,
You actually aim back towards it.
you've got to aim towards where you're hitting your bad shot, because
Yeah.
in effect, the path is going to change.
Yeah.
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 And you're going to start hitting it straighter, like you have been
Well,
tonight.
Yeah.
Just like that. Look at that. Now that's a recovery. Straight after that 5-iron, you've just hit into the first. Yeah,
Yeah.
you've just hit an absolute bullet.
Oh,
Right, let's go driver.
Going driver.
I want to see driver because
It's killing me.
this is really hurting your game, isn't it? Really hurting your game, this one. So
I mean, it feels slightly better since.
right, so we're
I've
gonna have to move
regripped
that. So first of all, before let's pick a fairway, right? We've got to come back here and we're gonna pick a
That
fairway.
corner to that corner.
That's a big old fairway, mate.
Yeah, I mean,
Right,
I
okay.
need it.
Okay, let's go middle, like in between the 150 is one side straight up to the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll go from the left corner of the range. We'll go 1, 2.
Okay, so if we say from the 200, then 3 posts over to the left, 3 posts to the right.
Let's do that. Yeah,
Yeah?
fine. Yeah,
Right.
okay.
We'll go with that then.
All right. So now we've got to think about alignment, haven't we? Yeah.
Yep.
So alignment, we want to be aiming down the middle of the fairway, which is
I'm feeling
about
I'm not a million miles away.
You're not
from
far off there.
that.
No,
a
you're
million
not
miles
far
away.
off. Okay. So feet and hips have got to be matching that. Shoulders want to be feeling like they're slightly shut. Yeah. So
Yep.
hold fire. Tell me when you're ready.
Yep.
Slightly shut there. Okay.
Right.
Right. Okay. Now let's have a go. See how we get on.
There you go. That's what I've had on the last 2 rounds.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
That's 5 to 7 all day long.
All right.
And I mean,
Where's the strike?
that was that one, but that's all the ones in the last couple of rounds there.
So the strike's
All
good.
been middled, but they've all been
The
wide open
club face
slices.
is wide open.
That was a weird ball flight.
Isn't it? I mean, it's long gone.
I mean, that cutted and then drew back
Yeah,
at the top.
it's a strange one, that. I think that ball was a bit...
Dead. Well, it is now anyway.
That's fairway.
Still middle.
Right, okay. So 3 set up. That one. It's that one. Yeah, and do you know what? That is...
Yeah. Back foot.
what's happening. That is what's happening, mate.
Yeah.
Because you're... although, you know, we don't want to have any shaft lean or anything like that with our driver coming through.
Yeah.
We've got to try and marry up the correct amount of rotation
Yeah.
with the correct amount of shaft lean into
Yeah.
into impact. But what you're doing is you're getting there.
Back on the heel again.
And as soon as you do that, left shoulder pops up and the club face is just wide open.
Yeah.
And it's just, the strikes are great. It's just bang.
Just not going through it. Just not going through it properly. So I had a feeling that's what brought the slice into it.
It's
Just
like
from what I
it's
used
like
to
a
do.
block slice, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's like because the path is slightly coming from the inside.
Yeah.
Club face is open. It's just going bang bang like that.
Yeah.
It's just going miles right. Better. Bit out the toe.
Heel.
Heel, was it?
That was healed.
That looked toey.
Yeah, no.
Mm.
They're all. They sound like Yoda then. Yeah, they're all healed. Well, that one was anyway. This driver, it was an absolute weapon.
It
But
still
then
will
what's
be.
happened?
Positivity. You got to think of that positivity.
Yeah, I think what's happened the most is because it's dried out, I've
Yeah.
stopped using it because I'm overhitting everything.
Well, yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's causing more issues than anything else,
Yeah.
effectively. So because I've stopped using it, I'm now not swinging it half as much. It's
Yeah.
lost all that consistency
Of
out of
course.
it.
That's a great strike. Jesus Christ. That went a long way.
And they're consistent as well.
Mm. So now think about that rotation we've been doing. Obviously, we don't want it to feel like an iron,
Yeah.
but we want it to feel like we are still rotating through onto this left side,
Yeah.
and not sitting back on that right hand side, because that is really killing you. It's just spun up and out of that a little bit.
Yeah, it's just so much standing there thinking about that rotation. That it's one of them. I hate thinking over the ball.
Yeah.
Hate it.
It's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
Relax. Yeah, you see, you're rotating.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Yeah, I've almost lost that feel, but I think sometimes that's, I'm trying to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
And not trying to kill it.
Yeah.
That's more what I'm focusing on as opposed to anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, need to try and put the power in. Always lean forward.
Maybe that's the answer.
Bash it.
I mean, if you connect with one of them, the swing speed on that is absolutely off the charts.
Should we try one? Should we try Bryson?
Go on then. One for the camera, last one for the camera. there's no one watching it, but come on.
Probably a good job. I knew that was going to happen. Absolutely no.
Now, you'll see that on video because you'll be able to watch this back. But you literally almost jumped away
Straight
from
at it, trying to put so much into it. I mean, I've got a long drive tee in the bag. Every now and again, when things get silly, I'll pull it out. And that's exactly what happens every time. Right, back to normal.
Smooth. So I'd much rather you hit, even when you're not catching it, you're hitting that one, which is not going to come out of the range, but it's bang in the middle of the fairway.
That's a D wedge.
Right, mate, I'm going to knock this on the head.
Yes, mate.